Las Comadres para las Américas is a national organization that the members are all Latinas or non-Latinas married to Latinos. And we have networks in almost every state of the United States. We also have one in Puerto Rico, and I was just informed that we have one in London as well. And I think there's one in Spain. I'm not quite sure. And what we do is we empower Latinas through community building and networking through technology. So we have a Yahoo group, which is where all of our members, that's their membership there. Once they join with the email, they're considered a comadre. And the word comadre means co-mother. And in the Latino world, the comadre is the woman that baptizes your child in church. So co-mother is the godmother of your child. So in the Latino community, we tend to call each other comadres. Like other people would say, hey, sister girlfriend, how you doing? We call ourselves comadres. So let me get back to the Yahoo group. And the Yahoo group is where we post information about cultural events, job postings, scholarships. If I'm selling my house, my personal house, I can post it and say, hey, comadres, I'm selling my house. I'm having an open house. If you want to come check it out to buy it, come there. If I'm looking for a photographer, I can post that on. I'm looking for a photographer. I'm looking for a chef. I'm looking for a seamstress. So we post that on there with the intention of patronizing Latino-owned businesses. And what else do we do with Las Comadres? We share information about, I think I said scholarships and jobs and cultural events. We have a national comadrazo, which happens every 2 years in Texas. So the next one will be in 2013, and we're hoping to do it in another state. And comadres from all over the world come and meet, and we have a market there. Comadres are singers, painters, dancers, lawyers, doctors, magazine writers, authors, and they all come there, have their table, and sell their wares to other comadres. I've been coordinating the Boston Network since 2004, and I get a lot of fulfillment from that, just knowing that I have a sister in every state in the United States. So I can literally send a message to the New York comadres and say, I'm coming to New York, I need somewhere to stay, and can some of you tell me some places to go hang out? And I'll get 10, 15 emails back from 10, 15 women that I've never met before giving me really good information. Las Comadres in and of itself is for 18 and over, but we do a special comadrazo. The comadrazo is the actual meeting. I forgot to tell you about that part. We have meetings every month, and they're potluck, and we have them in the homes of the members. And sometimes we do sponsored comadrazos with organizations. So every year in March, we do a sponsored comadrazo with Fisher College. And the comadres come there, and everyone has to introduce themselves at the meetings. And we invite all the college girls that are Latinas to come. So they get an opportunity to hear woman after woman saying, I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, I'm a PhD, I'm a professor, I'm a dance teacher, I'm a yoga instructor. So they get an opportunity to see that and see that there are Latina women that can do the jobs that they're studying to acquire. And they also get a little bit of learning how to network, because they have to stand up and say, my name is Evelyn, I'm a major in math or something. So they have to do that as well. And then at our worldwide comadrazo, we have a comadritas track. So the young girls can come and listen to speakers that are talking about subjects that's more applicable to the young girls. That was a long answer.
Okay, that's a lot to work with. What interests, talents, or skills from your childhood, Evelyn, do you take to the work that you do?
Oh my goodness. The skills that I bring from my childhood are that I'm very chatty. A lot of my report cards in school said, Evelyn is a very smart girl. She does all her work, but she talks too much. That was a component of not having enough work to keep me busy and the work being too easy for me. But I am very chatty, so that goes well in the television area and with Las Comadres. I'm very organized. I make lists. I keep track. I follow up. So that's very good in my day job as an executive assistant. I'm very detail-oriented, and that through all the jobs that I have, that helps me with that. I'm an avid reader, And I think that reading is very important in any field. If you want to learn something and you can't go to school for it, the library is a great resource. And I've always had a library card, and I have read tons of stuff. So I read a lot, and I'm very I want to know about stuff. Like, I want to know what's going on, and I don't want somebody else to tell me. I'm like, okay, you can explain it to me, but I'm going to go research it anyway. So I'm very inquisitive. Is that the word? I'm very inquisitive and curious. I have a curious nature. I like to know things about the world, about other people. So I think that helps me a lot in my jobs, just the regular characteristics of my personality.
What are your goals for the future?
That's always a tough question. My goals for the future right now are to continue producing really good programming for Boston Latino TV. Ever since its inception, we've been in transition. So we are always in transition. We are always striving to make it better, make it more informative, get it out there so that people know. So that's one of my goals is that. Another one of my goals is this is more of a personal goal. I love to travel. So I have a list of countries that I want to visit. This year, I went to London. I had a wonderful time. London was on my list. Argentina was on my list. I went to Argentina last year. So travel is part of my personal goals. One of my personal goals for 2011 was to do more in the community with a more hands-on approach. And what I focused on to acquire that goal was being a big sister. So I have a little sister now, and I see her. We're in the beginning of our relationship, so I see her every week for the first 3 months. So I did that, and that was one of my personal goals. And sort of doing this for your organization is right in line with my personal goals. And also another goal was to volunteer more in the community. So I'm going to be doing that as well. I just haven't had time to take the training class that I need to take to be a volunteer in the organization that I want to volunteer in. Professionally, I would like to, I'm very happy being an executive assistant, but I think I could do more. And there are some possibilities for me in my current company. And probably within the next year or two, I'm going to start exploring those. I'm doing a little research on some different skills that I need to sharpen in order to acquire a different position. But that's one of my professional goals. And then with Las Comadres, my goal has always been to spread the message and make sure everyone gets the benefit out of being a comadre. And I do that on a daily basis. That always happens.
We don't get any more